Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Fields on first down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
And the Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Huskies drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Fields throw into the hands of Hooper.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Fields on 3rd down.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
A 60-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the...
Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry. As time expires in the first half, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and it's the Saints who are out in front. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. 3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Chris Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one hits the crossbar, and it's no good.
Here we go.
Oh, by the slimmest of margins, they're unable to tie this game. The Dolphins